Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I had like a little intro thing for this part of my intro, but I forgot what it was. So now this is that, and we're just going to move on. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, though? Happens to be my 12 Stones shirt. Yeah. I picked this one up a few months ago when I got to see 12 Stones perform live. And if you're unfamiliar with the band 12 Stones, so was I, mostly. As it turned out, I did know something about them. I just didn't know that I knew. But yeah, I went over there. I randomly picked up one of their CDs from a discount bin. And I was like, bleh. And it turned out they were a pretty solid sort of like alternative, kind of hard rock band. They had sort of their run in kind of like the early 2000s era. And it turned out that by happenstance, one day while I was looking up some information about a very iconic song, specifically Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, it turned out that the lead singer of 12 Stones was the guest vocalist on Bring Me to Life. He was the rapping vocalist, who did the Wake Me Up part of the whole thing. And yeah, man, so, it was a cool little connection. I have seen them perform live. It was a really great show. I actually have videos of that performance on my channel, in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as the music is concerned, because I just think they're awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? I have been meaning to review this for like about a week now, but up until a couple days ago, I was sick and I couldn't taste stuff very well. So this had just been sitting there taunting me, and I was like, I want to drink it so bad, but it wouldn't matter anyway because I can't taste it. But what is it? It's boom! It is sweetened watermelon flavored sparkling beverage from the Nice brand, which is the Walgreens in-house brand. So yeah, they have a line of sweetened sparkling waters that they've, rolled out recently-ish. I've already reviewed the kiwi one and the peach one. This is, I think there's another flavor, but I can never find it. But now we're going to do the watermelon one. So, watermelon. Let's get a thing for a thing that looks like this. Let's give it a go. Oh. Because I think they have like a black cherry one or something, but like I haven't been able to find it. So, it's just like, I saw a display for it at one point. Maybe they discontinued it already. Maybe it was unpopular. Ooh, watermelon-y. I like that. I have really enjoyed all of the Nice brand sparkling waters. For one thing, because they are sweetened sparkling water. How sweetened are they, by the way? So I guess it's 0 sugar. Gotta be aspartame. Okay, so it's sweetened with aspartame. It's 0 sugar, but it has aspartame. Because it is sweetened, it doesn't taste like just rancid horse anus that a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but some sparkling waters do. I think sparkling water has gotten a lot better in recent years. But I'm definitely partial to, the sweetened ones. Like I like the Liquid Death ones as well. I think those are really good. But I have to say, man, in terms of like just point for point quality, I think the Walgreens ones really kind of take it for me. And this continues that trend. Like, I really enjoy this. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Go away, bug. Boo-ba-doo! And honestly, I like this one a lot. Like, I think they've been really smart with their flavors as well. With the peach, the kiwi, and now the watermelon. They're all really nice, like, summertime flavors. they all sort of invoke a certain amount of refreshingness. But this one I feel more so than even the others. Babadoo, get out of here. It's like my cat when I got food around. I have an adorable cat, by the way. I love her very much. She's actually showed up in a couple of my videos, like 2 years ago. But, no, I like this. Because, like, when it comes to watermelon, a lot of companies go over there and they use, like, a very amped up watermelon flavor. Well, this does do that to some extent. And I don't feel like it needs to, because watermelon is a nice mellow flavor that doesn't need to be amped up, in my opinion. But they kept it relatively subdued in this. Like, it still has, some extra tanginess to it. But they didn't go overboard with it. It doesn't taste like, sickeningly... Badoo! It's one little bug is just like, I'm going to get back in there. Yeah, no, the way that they utilize the watermelon, and then just being backed by that nice kind of light sparkling water, but at the same time, it has, like, a nice bite to it, Like, I liked what they did with the carbonation. So it just kind of comes off as like a nice, somewhat light but still flavorful watermelon almost soda. But because it's not overly sweetened, it's, I personally don't have any problem with aspartame as a sweetener. I think it's probably my personal favorite outside of just straight sugar. But I know some people don't like it. At least for me personally, while there might be a slight aspartame aspect to it, I think that the overwhelming flavor is, just a nice watermelon sparkling water vibe. But yeah, I really like this. It's nice, it's flavorful, has a nice watermelon flavor to it, and just has a little bit of a tanginess, to create a little contrast, but it doesn't go too far with it. I think that's the thing that makes this work so well, is that they were willing to go bolder than, some sparkling waters, because again, some of them are just terrible. They were willing to go bolder than that, but they were smart enough to keep it relatively subdued, so it just still tastes nice and light and refreshing, allows that watermelon flavor to really kind of do what it needs to do, without being too bogged down, feeling heavy. I really like that. But, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Yeah, absolutely I would. I really enjoy this. I think out of the 3 that I've had, this might be my personal favorite. It would be a tough race, though. I like all of them. It makes me really want to try the black cherry one if I could ever find it. Because, yeah, man, like, I like what they're doing with these. I like the fact that, they're almost like they feel less like a sparkling water and more like a lighter soda. And I'm perfectly fine with that. Boop-a-doo again with the one bug. But no, I like the way that they made the flavors work. They kept it nice and light. Because, it's all good and well to, sweeten it up and all that stuff. But if you go too heavy with it, then it kind of ruins, that more refreshing aspect. But I like this, man. I'm definitely a big fan of these. They're something that I've definitely been gravitating towards since I found them. So, if I never find that black cherry one, man, I definitely want to try it. If I'm recommending it, I'm definitely recommending these. I, in fact, have recommended these to people in just my day-to-day life, because, like, since I found them, they're relatively cheap for what they are. They're, like, a little over $1, I think. You get a, big old thing of it, and it's just a nice, tasty, refreshing beverage, And again, where you fall on the aspartame thing might go over there and sway you one way or the other. For me, it doesn't bother me, and certainly the way that it's used in this, I don't feel like it's abrasive in any way, but otherwise, it's a nice, really tasting watermelon drink. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there yourselves a truly watermelon-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, watermelon is wonderful. It's a beautiful, delicious thing. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, have you seen the black cherry one available? And if so, let me know if it's still a thing when I'm, at the time you see this review. Because again, it's like, I know I saw a display for it at one point, but it was completely sold out, or again, maybe they just discontinued it or what have you. And I haven't seen it since. So I'd really like to try it, because so far I've really enjoyed what they're doing. I'd love them to extend their range, man. I think so far they're killing it, but let me know.